Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we are playing Exponential per player capitals on the Europe Advanced map. Playing as a green player out of the 4th position. I've got a 2 here on Vienna that looks really nice. Actually allows me to weirdly play for Split, Italy. And also, obviously, the middle of the board. A couple blizzards here, which sort of isolated a little bit, which is nice. I could see pink ending up on the 3 here. I won't be surprised if that happens. Blue on the 3 over here. Also won't be surprised if that happens. We don't actually see that. Pink also not on the 3 here either. I think this is going to be too good to pass up. I haven't even seen anything else on the board that really interests me. Black's cap down here is pretty atrocious, but it might be a turn 1 take for them. Which I definitely have to keep my eye on. We should start with at least 6 troops, if not 7. I think we will lose these 2 territories, though, if Black really aggressively plays for this bonus. So more than likely, 6 troops that we start with. Yellow cap's directly next to me, which is, I guess, a choice. I thought I heard, blacks. I heard we're black cap. I don't know. And white is not happy, or sorry, pink is not happy with white, which makes me think white cap directly. They don't pull the 3 out of here, so I can't actually take the split bonus right now. They're probably not going to let me take the split bonus. Although I think I should play for the split bonus, no? Like I put 4 here and then 3 on capital, provided I don't get hit an additional time. I respect pink's attempted pivot of dealing with white here. Don't think it's going to end well for them. I think white capped here just to spite them, which is silly. I don't know why pink didn't cap on the 3 over here. Noob corner's not that attractive. I don't trust yellow at all, which definitely doesn't help. Wanted to play for the split here. Oh, it blitz me. Interesting. I don't know if the split's the right thing to play for, though. That's the thing that's got me a little weary. Like, if blue doesn't hit me here, I'll start with 7. So I could put 4 here and 3 here. Have 7 on capital. Black tries to break me anyway. I wish they fortified this away. Yeah, screw it. Let's see what happens. Because if I get good enough dice here, which I don't really. Bummer. Roll this to the right just to get out of... Oh, you know what? I was going to try to get out of black's way. I should hit yellow here just in case they weren't hit. That wins. That's good. I obviously don't want yellow rolling me. Black might cut through here, but if they don't, then I hold this and we're good. Imagine yellow takes this bonus here. I mean, them capping next to me isn't inherently a bad thing for me. I'm not even positive that they successfully took the bonus here. I won't be surprised if white rolls pink's cap immediately. Does provide a little bit of risk with blue. I don't know how many territories black has. You almost hope that they got hit more than they did. But the reason I was hoping not to lose anything there, because then we likely hold that side. Black has to decide whether or not to cut through the other side. Now they could theoretically place down here and try to hit this. I'm not expecting to hold the split bonus long term. That's a hit into pink, right? Yeah. I'm not expecting to hold the split bonus long term. White actually, that was weird. I think they placed 3 over here. Why not place it on one of the 2s? Yeah, black at 6. They're going to, well, if they play for the whole bonus here, I absolutely don't let them hold this. And I'll know if they take the whole thing. They don't take the whole thing, so there's no point stepping in here to break. I get why they hit me. But I'm going to hold the split bonus, and then the moment that they take here, I just step in, and then they don't hold the bonus at all. It's probably going to irritate them, but they picked a terrible capital. I actually thought they might cap here on the 2 in the middle of the board, because that's a pretty good spot to be. Evidently not what they went for. Russia is split. Scandinavia is not. So that is actually a 1-point hold for Scandinavia. Pink obviously frustrated. I feel bad for pink. I think they got screwed over by white, who capped on a 2 behind them. I think if I were pink, I probably would have at least attempted a 3-dice slow roll on this player at some point. They obviously didn't do that. I'm almost a little bit incentivized to let them hold this in here. So I don't think they'll hit me. Blue is getting... Okay, blue, this is bad for yellow. Blue is our Scandinavian player who's going to play for a split Russia. They hit me. That's bad pathing. You should hit the 2s first. Absolutely should be hitting the 2s first. Fortunately for us, it doesn't really matter. But yellow, I don't think, is going to be able to hold this bonus. I think blue's capped behind them. This is... Black may attempt to try to break me, so I don't know why black has so much material up here. It's kind of surprising, honestly. But I've accidentally started a war with black. Yellow is a little bit of a fear. Like, I feel bad for yellow because I don't think they're going to hold their bonus because I think blue's behind them. They don't break me, though. I'll take that. White's only getting 5. Pink got how much? Pink got 8. Pink actually held Iceland behind white. And white's still playing on the right-hand side over here, weirdly. It's going to swing back around to black, who I have caused some issues with. The moment I see this pink territory break, I step in. That is right now. I won't be surprised if they actually fortified to defend against me stepping in, but I'm obviously not going to let them hold this bonus. I would feel bad, but I don't, right? I'm trying to win the game, and the only way to really win the game is to put immense pressure on players like this. White is doing a good job of defending the capital. I assume that pink is capped out right in front of them. I assume blue is capped behind yellow, which is making yellow have trouble holding a bonus. I do want to reduce black by as much as I can. I don't actually think I want to add much at the bottom. Maybe 2 here. And then if I hold both of these, we'll get, and I don't get hit by blue, we'll get 14. If I don't get hit twice by blue, we'll get 14. So I could theoretically take another bonus, step into black, and thwart them. So 2 here, this amount here, step in. I can't deal with it, at least not yet. I think the 2's still good. Yeah. I doubt yellow rolls me there. That's why it wasn't much of a concern to me. Yeah, I wasn't surprised, but I'm not surprised by that. I think it's going to end up backfiring for yellow. This is quite good for me in the middle, though. White's situation. Yeah, you got to knock pink out from behind you. I wouldn't actually take all of these cards back here. I would break the bonus and then stop. I would not finish the bonus because it doesn't net you enough cards to the point where if people target your positions on the other parts of the board, it's going to be bad for you because you're already stuck. You've stuck yourself intentionally. Now, if black doesn't have a trade-in on 3 here, I got to be careful about letting them have this. I need to put enough here where their trade can't get through me, and if I don't get hit at all in these 3 bonuses, I'm really going to start getting ahead, which is good. I really was not expecting to hold a split, but the fact that I was able to is tremendous. Really cannot express how good this is. Don't know who pink just fist bumped. Blue gets 10. I just don't think this is going to end well for yellow up here. I feel bad for them. I think the cap next to me already was a bit questionable, but more so with blue up here. They fortify away. They're probably just going to get broken again. I intentionally put a crap ton of troops down here because I'm trying to put immense pressure on black. Because black doesn't... So black's an interesting situation. Like, the whole game's kind of an interesting situation right now where I'm the only one holding a bunch of troops. Blue's holding some. White took the bonus behind pink, but at the end of the day, like, I'm really the only one holding a substantial amount. I'm probably incentivized to remove as much of white as possible from other sides of the board. I got to be a little bit careful of letting black hold this over here, because the moment I open up their capital, it's probably not going to be great for me. This immense amount of troops means they can't break me and get in here. And maybe they have some presence over in Orient, but probably not a whole lot. Yellow is actively dealing with blue, who is getting more than them. And because it's exponential per player, like, the trades don't actually matter all that much. Oh, buddy, no. Look at your settings. Look at the settings. It's exponential per player. You're just hurting yourself by not taking a card. Black card skips in a game where card skipping is the worst possible thing you can do for yourself. We are incentivized to let pink hold this, I think. And with nobody really being positioned to be able to take my capital, I don't really, like, I don't know that I need to defend it that much. Blue's committing a lot over here. And I imagine that yellow will probably keep breaking them. Hungary happens. I don't actually want to hit blue on this spot. I do want to full target white right now, though. Black here. Ah, it's not an oops. I don't think pink realizes that I was intentionally removing... This player doesn't realize I was intentionally removing white. They will in a minute. I'm putting white behind them on purpose. I had no goals of taking bonuses there. Quite the contrary, actually. Because one of two things happens here. Pink is over here and they lose their cap up there. See, pink still thinks white has some presence out in space. That's not the case. And it was intentional by me. It's a little ratty. I mean, white could still be in this bonus with yellow. I don't think that's likely, but I mean, this was exactly what I wanted. I wanted white was blindsided by that maneuver, but I think that was absolutely the right choice. While I have an advantage, try to push it to make things happen on the board. Obviously, blue could do something to me, but pink thinks I made a mistake not taking this bonus. I intentionally didn't take this bonus because I don't want my numbers to seem too big on the next turn. And I think white may have just slammed that. I don't know if they got the hit off. Dude, they don't keep going, which is interesting. And they didn't... The problem is they didn't trade. That's the thing that concerns me. Presumably they defend the rest of their capital, though. Do they break blue? Surely they hit me, right? That's fine. I didn't care. I thought they would hit me. I don't have an issue with them hitting me by any means. Yeah, you got to bring whatever you have over here to cap. I won't be surprised if blue hits this. Blue has an interesting choice to make here, though, right? I still got the 18 down here to fall back on with black. I think putting a bunch of pressure on... I don't love this commitment here. Because yellow already doesn't like blue. That's just a terrible play by blue. Just an awful play by blue to break me like that. I mean, I know they have a bunch of troops over here. I don't care. I don't know why you break me there. You're just going to get yourself hit. Yellow holding a... Yeah, yellow has this down by black. That's interesting. I don't know how white doesn't trade in here. Wow. I don't want to irritate. I've told you guys before, I don't want to irritate too many players. It is good that it seems like black just broke yellow. I'm not trying to start wars with too many people, but if blue's going to commit this many troops up here, it's only a matter of time before I'm likely able to remove those troops, unless they really do something. And breaking me here in green, all you do in this position is irritate the other player. I get it if I'm getting too strong. But you're gonna do it again. Probably try the 5-on-3. They fail it, so they don't even get in here. They'll have to get in here with a 20. But they're gonna have to go through the 4. They're gonna open me up. Oh, they don't even break. Wow. This player is bad. Not trying to be mean, just being truthful. What's the right way to play this? Probably off my cap, to be completely honest. I'll go off of this. I don't think yellow will roll me right now. Especially because he got broken himself. If he rolls me, I think that'd be a mistake. I think this is a weird fight for blue to pick. I really do. I end up getting more than them anyway, even after all of those hits, and they just exhausted all of the extra troops anyway. And seemingly aren't putting anything on capital, which leaves yellow to potentially be able to play up into them. I do have to defend my cap on this next turn. But I mean, eventually white's going to quit. But white's still getting enough troops where it's going to take pink a really long time to do anything up here. They're mad, but that, I mean, I forced white to be stuck behind them, which I think is pretty funny. If they were more proactive on that one turn where I would remove white's presence and then white actually tried to roll pink, they might have been able to survive. But yeah, it's only a matter of time at this point. So we have a trade in. Black missed a card, so they're a card behind everybody. And they take up into yellow again, which I can't imagine yellow's going to be super happy about. Pink's going to hit me here. I wish they would hit blue. They're going to hit me. Oh, they do hit blue. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. That actually knocked them. That hit knocked them below. I will trade in. We're going to completely remove blue's presence here. They will probably break me. They might even get into here. They don't try. All right, sweet. Connect me? They do not connect me. Okay. I don't really care. Because I get... Where's my +2? Rostov? Yeah, we take Rostov. Okay. 7. Then this over. Now, I obviously have fallback troops over here. I may want to just swing these around to capital, but the moment I do that, it's going to cause problems. Blue will have a trade in here, but I don't think they have a lot on capital because we see them commit so much every single stinking turn over here, which is not wise in my opinion. But yeah, a weird fight to pick, to be honest. Black keeps hitting over here. Can basically ignore this. I can't remove pink here, unfortunately. We're going to see blue come out of here, and then I can just put a block up in front of them. Or yellow can. But yeah, the moment they broke me in Greece, I think that was a big mistake to break me in Greece, because I wasn't breaking them in Russia, right? They hold Russia, I hold this chunk. I get a little bit more than them, admittedly. It's probably annoying. I understand that, but you picked a fight that you shouldn't have picked. Even if they, honestly, if they had played, because I didn't take this bonus, I didn't take this bonus, and they knew I didn't take either of these. And I think they would have been wise to I would have let them take this at the bottom of the board. They're a pretty quick attacker, so they're going to come down this way. There's no way they don't. They went over into pink. They're hitting down through pink and yellow. What? So I don't get hit at all here. Because that makes complete and total sense. I might as well sit here. This way, if blue tries to wrap around this way again, it doesn't work for them. That reaction from blue, I honestly, unbelievably surprising. I do wonder if they slammed pink, because if white is able to get pink's cap here, no, they aren't. Okay. My mindset with black is like, they're a card behind. If they want to waste troops hitting through me here, they can. But I'd rather just start stacking up a big bulk chunk down here to make a play into them. They might even wrap around all the way up here because of all those breaks there. And that would be pretty funny. I would probably deserve that. Doesn't even happen. Pink is, yeah, right. We knew pink got broken. Which means they might not take over here. I took an extra bonus on that turn after already getting 24. So I'll get 27. No, we'll get 28 on this next turn. I gotta be honest. Cannot believe that was blue's response to what I did. Was let me get triple their troops and go down to the left. And then now they don't even come out. That is wild. And they might have just broken pink again. I'm matching yellow here on cap. Granted, they are about to trade in soon. The difference is I'm starting to point troops at black because I'd like to remove black from this position eventually. And I need to do it before their trades start getting high enough. I don't care if they do this. This is fine. I have no reason to be targeting yellow. I respect that white skips their turns quickly as well. Black actually is holding this bonus over here. It's probably fine, honestly. Pink's gonna eventually be able to get white, so I can't bank on that too much. I think blue, it's weird. Blue's reaction was just like, I'm gonna ignore green completely. Which honestly, fair enough, man. Fair enough. I don't really care what yellow hits up here. They can take whatever cards they want. I might even let them have Eastern Europe at this point because we've been pretty good to each other. I am stacking against black. I probably want to card block black, honestly. I think I let them trade. Or you know what? I don't know where blue's... Like, I don't know. There is my concern that blue... Interesting. A little bit of concern that blue actually... Here's the issue with trying to block black, is that either blue's cap is right next to yellow's. Or they're able to get through me on this next turn. They both saw exactly what I was trying to do there too. Blue's cap is not open here. I'm gonna let yellow hold this. I think I'm incentivized to let them hold this. I have to recognize that because white either doesn't have a trade on 4 or intentionally isn't trading, that they will get a bunch of extra troops at some point. This is intentional, by the way. I don't care that black gets this extra card. They won't be able to get to me, which is perfectly fine. I didn't take this bonus in here. This was an intentional play to card block them on this next turn. Interesting that pink hits blue there. I can actually block blue too. I might just block both of them. It depends on what blue chooses to do here, which is not actually anything too bad. I'm getting a lot of troops. I got to be careful that somebody tries to turn on me. And I don't want to risk yellow ruling me here, so I step back. Blue, the problem is, I've told you guys before, it's not a good idea to attack 2 players at once. And I would rather focus my efforts on black first, then focus on blue. Obviously, blue was the one perpetrating me a little bit earlier, but I focused on black originally. This is interesting. Smart, actually. Because it forces me to step into them. But I actually think I'm okay doing that. I think I'm okay sitting next to their cap here. Swings around to blue. So I actually lose a bonus here, but I picked up this one, so I'm not super miffed about it. Yeah, blue's not coming for me right now, man. I'm fine with this. Assert +2 here. What black doesn't realize is I don't care that they knock me out of this spot because I'm still gonna hit them. It's unfortunate, but I think it's the right play. I just gotta pick a player to hit. Oh, yellow's gonna card block. Maybe yellow card blocks. No, I thought yellow would card block blue, but yellow seems like a half decent player, and I don't want to deal with them in here right now. I will have a future card block on them, and actually black's cap, although it doesn't hold any sort of line down here, helps with those card blocks. And eventually pink's going to be able to eliminate white. So I need to acknowledge the fact that pink is going to get 4 extra cards because white's not trading their cards in. And deal with that. All right. The 14 actually should protect me against this elimination here. I'm not going to try to butter up black for extra cards. We're just going to take the extra card. Both of these 14s should help. I'm not going to risk, because yellow will come hunting this. I think almost certainly. It's only 1 card, but it had to happen. I'm actually glad they slammed into me. It makes that elimination a little bit easier. It's not over, dude. I picked up 1 card. The Joker's helpful, though. I won't deny that the Joker is helpful. But yeah, I don't mind yellow up there. I do think a card block on blue is probably next in line, especially the longer pink doesn't take white out, the card blocks on blue. A card block on blue would be the best. On 4 cards a little bit risky. I don't want to stack up too much there. My last trade-in was 13. Blues is likely the same. We can actually set here if we want to. I'm going to get a lot of troops here. I can't imagine that yellow's going to be super happy about that. I am going to remove pink over here. This actually might not be enough to remove pink. But I trying to play as nice as possible here with yellow, because I think that yellow could make a good play at any moment. This amount here is like blue trades in, they easily get through this. I don't know why blue ever backed up. I don't know why they backed off me, because they might have been able to feed me to yellow if they didn't back off. Now I'm getting so many troops that, you know, I can even potentially block pink. I don't want to do that, but I think yellow will or blue will trade here. If they don't, I'm uncertain if yellow will let me stack on blue. I'm getting so many more troops than these guys, though, and the trades are just simply not high enough that I don't know how I got into this position. The split move and holding black hostage was perfect. I feel a little bit bad for black. They didn't pick a good capital. They had much better spots on the board they could have chosen. They were in the first position. This capital here on Hungary would have been very, very strong. Now, if blue quits and the bot fortifies off capital, I get to react before yellow, and I need to make sure that I have a line up into wherever this attacks so that I can take the elimination for the extra cards. I don't know if blue's going to quit. It looks like they are not quitting, but not attacking either, which means they miss a card, and that is perfectly fine with me. So we'll do that. And I think at this point, yellow knows the risk of doing anything to me. I'm being kind of nice in letting them hold the +8 over here because I know that I'm holding for so much more. Pink can hit up. Pink knows that they can hit up. They are going to hit up. Okay. I could theoretically, the three of us could trade here. I'm kind of more focused on hitting blue. Although, what downside is there to blocking pink as well as blue right now? Blue does quit. Okay. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they are back. But I gotta pick somebody, right? And blue wronged me. Black didn't wrong me, but black was just easier to eliminate at the time. Blue did wrong me. And I know you guys might argue it's only one break, but when you're both the two strongest players, breaking the other player while everybody else is, when one, they may have the ability to thwart your efforts, especially when their capital is centralized and yours is not. But more importantly, when everybody else is already kind of struggling, it's almost better to just let the two of you get stronger. Although, you know, if you're able to overpower them, there's something to be said about that. I feel bad for pink here, but if blue is still here, I'm far more incentivized to do this. Yeah, it looks like I don't think yellow's going to turn on me here. I actually want to force, so my idea here is, in this situation, there's a possibility that pink actually rolls white. There it is. They didn't roll white. They didn't get a card there. Because I'm a card ahead. Blue's missed cards. I'm a card ahead of yellow. And pink still has the same number of cards as yellow. I almost wonder if they put troops here and fake rolled onto yellow here in the hopes that yellow would hit them. I don't have any intention of helping pink at this point. Because I know that pink can get 4 free cards off of white, I am more incentivized actually to block pink than any other player on this board. I wish blue would stop stalling. Like, if you're going to be here, just place the either try to break the card block or place your troops. Because they seemingly aren't quitting. I think the 30s hold up here all right. I don't want to add anything extra here right now. I'm surprised white is still here. I don't know how else to phrase this. I don't know how to phrase it without sounding rude, but white genuinely has no chance of winning this game. Zero. There is zero chance white wins this game. And the reason I am so confident in that is I am now up to the 30 trade, and white has not even traded for 5. The only way white wins this game is if I sack into pink and fail, or like I sack into yellow and fail, and pink runs out and somehow gets neither of our eliminations, and white comes out and gets both of them. And that would reset all of the cards they've missed. There's otherwise genuinely no chance. I'm trying to close this out as fast as possible, but the problem is that nobody else is helping. So I'm forced to do this on my own. And blue is stalling, and white is, not doing anything. I'm glad yellow is not actively giving pink cards. That might be my favorite part about this, is now pink is... So I'm a card ahead of yellow. I don't even know how many cards white is behind at this point. I'm not even sure how many cards blue is behind. At least 3 that blue is behind, and now pink is 2 behind. They've missed 2. So it's hard to keep track of everybody. At this point, it might just be worthwhile keeping track of yellow because they are the player that I'm only 1 card ahead of yellow. But we're tons ahead of well, we're some ahead of pink and blue, and we're tons ahead of white. Is he gonna give pink a card? Don't do it. Don't do it, yellow. I don't know about that one, yellow. Oh my god. I thought he might roll pink there. Gave him 2 cards. Why'd you give him 2 cards, yellow? Why'd you give him 2 cards, yellow? Because now pink is going to probably try to take this one, so he's still open. I know I trade ahead. I'm still going to get... What did I get last turn? 51, 30 trade, and 80 additional troops here. If 30s could chip off enough, I would trade off of this player to replenish whatever I lose. Knowing that everybody is trading behind me, and they will be trading 5 additional cards behind me. He's going to try to hit here. He's going to try the 3 first. I don't care if pink gets this. And I don't care if white gets let out either, right? Like, it's going to take it. I could theoretically 31 slam, 30 slam, 80 troops, 5 cards trade in. I mean, I don't like that yellow gave this player cards. I really don't. I've blocked blue for a few turns. If these slam for even like 15 or 16 each, I probably have enough to roll this. I mean, we're going to get 80 additional troops here. And then if I even roll, if I roll a little bit above even, I mean, pink doesn't have much more than 130 troops here, I don't think. And both of these players are so easy to block that, like, I could even let him out and bait him again. If I can get this to a guaranteed, if it's not 100% roll, I'll leave him alone, right? He's on 5 cards. Get 30. We get +2 on Mecha Medina. That does not help us. But the extra 5 cards when I'm already at least a card ahead of everybody else. What is this roll? 86. $19. Where are these land? One up on this 3 up here. Might as well take St. Petersburg. Look, I'm a little sorry to I'm a little bit sorry to the yellow player. But I had these guys fully blocked. I don't have a trade in, but I got 5 more cards off that. Were 6 cards. We were 6 cards over where yellow was, and pink missed 2 cards. The moment you open this guy here, you have betrayed the trust that I instilled in you. The moment you open him there, you've betrayed the trust that I've instilled in you. And now, I mean, these guys are trading for not a lot. If pink rolls me, we potentially get to roll them back. We got to be wary that pink can still roll white, but they've missed 2 cards. I believe it was only 2. I don't even think they're going to hit me. I think they're going to leave their pathing into me open. I think they're going to hit to the right here. But yeah, they might open blue's cap, but blue doesn't have that many troops. I imagine blue's capped here. What pink needs to understand is they don't really have by not actually doing much there, you don't really have the bandwidth to do that, especially because I think they're hoping that I join them. I don't actually want to add anything else there right now. Put this up there. They will trade off of white if they hit white. Interesting. I don't think I think I am actually more incentivized to trade with blue than I am with pink, though. Blue's missed more cards. I really wish they wouldn't stall out the whole turn every time. But yeah, I feel a little bit bad about yellow, but yellow was the person with the most troops from their cards at that point, other than myself with the extra card that I got off of black. They were on 5. I knew I had reserve troops from Malia over here. I knew that as long as I didn't get the worst dice you've ever seen, and mind you, I didn't. I had 100 troops in reserve remaining after the roll. And then I knew I would trade in off of it with a better trade than I had before. So I'm trading for 51 troops right now. We just saw pink trade for 23. That is an absurd number of troops. Absolutely absurd. I want to see if he comes and opens up blue. That's a little bit what my hope is here. I don't mind blocking my own cap off because I'm getting so many troops this player cannot block me. I do want to see pink eliminate white because that would make this a little bit more interesting. They haven't missed cards in a handful of turns. I think they're going to break me, which is funny. No, don't break me. Interesting, because I wanted to step into this position. I want to force them to take this card, is basically what I'm getting at. Because what I can do then is I can actually just work into blue. I don't think blue has that many troops up here. Because I need to make sure I can get more cards. That's the most important thing here. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put like 20 and 20 here, and then we're going to actually hit up into blue to see if they take a card into me. Because they move after pink. And before me, so I have a chance to react to whatever they do. I honestly respect the hustle of white staying here the whole time. Wild situation. This game has been pretty interesting. Between blue doing all of the stuff that blue was doing to the yellow player giving pink cards, which I just didn't want. That didn't need to happen. I'm going to do only 15 here. This way, if this player trades, like, I don't care if they trade. Let's get this to 50, get this to 100, and this to this amount. I want pink to close themselves off to me. And I don't mind opening blue here. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that crap was going to happen. That's a waste of troops if you ask me, man. It's just a waste of troops. I have a trade in, so if blue does hit this and then opens the cap, I could theoretically hold them hostage up here, or just take their cards and call it a day. Interested to see what they do, if they're willing to hit this or not. Because the problem with what pink is doing is if they don't take white out, I think what is happening is pink is waiting for me to eliminate blue, and then they will take white out once that happens. Blue's, I don't know why they feel the need to. I actually think I get it that they're spiting me, and that's why they're letting the turn timer run out. It's to spite me, but you're doing it to pink and white. Like, at least the white player, who, again, I don't know why they're still here, if I'm being completely honest. I'm surprised white is still here. At least the white player, because you're still missing your cards, right? Like, at least the white player stayed the whole time, and or with white, not spitting out what I need to spit out. At least in staying the whole time, the white player is skipping their turns quickly. That is what I was trying to get at. At least the white player is skipping their turns quickly. Right? They place their troops, they attack, they fortify. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. They previously were skipping their turns quickly. Now they appear to not be doing that. So I guess we're just wasting pink's time. Pink will take this final card. I will get a couple extra cards. I have 3 extra cards in here that I can get before I even have to roll blue's capital. Maybe we will see pink hit here. The benefit, though, the reason I'm card blocking these players to begin with, by the way, is specifically because of if I get so far ahead on cards, then I'm pretty much unstoppable. And if they aren't getting cards, then my 51 troops a turn, actually it's going to be up to like 56 here. 65 I got last turn. So I think it's going to be the same amount there. Although I actually took this, didn't I? So it'll be more than 65 this turn. It'll be 70 something. Or, no, 69. It's only a matter of time, blue. I don't know where these troops that pulling from are coming from. I'm not going to bother trading right now. I don't care if pink comes this way. This means an extra card if they go here, if they trade in and go here. What I want them to do is hit white. I don't actually know why they won't eliminate white. And the moment they do eliminate white, I'm just going to trade it and eliminate them because it's going to be a hefty hit here anyway. And they don't even hit it. The longer pink goes here, if they don't eliminate white and I take blue out, they're going to get eliminated first. I feel bad, but it's what's going to happen. And white, by staying, the longer white stays here alive. I mean, I guess white is actually getting 2 more troops per turn than pink. I thought pink could have absolutely rolled this, but evidently not the case. So these guys are so many cards behind me at this point that I don't know that this is... I don't think this is going to take that many more turns, but it might take some more time with how long the blue player is stalling out each turn. They're letting an entire minute pass each turn. I'm actually, at this point, I am going to report this player for stalling. I don't like reporting player. I really don't like reporting players. People think I report happy or whatever sometimes, but I you know, I feel maybe a little bit bad about it, but at the end of the day, like, this player is letting the turn timer run out on a turn where they are completely blocked, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. I should get enough troops here over the next 2 turns, especially with a trade-in. Yeah, I got a trade-in. I should be able to roll blue's cap soon anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. And they don't have any extra cards, so it is what it is. I do have to be wary that pink could pull off, but not super worried about it. I think once I roll the cap, they'll probably quit. That's what these players tend to do. And I think I will roll it on this next turn to milk an extra card off of pink while I take blue's 4 remaining cards. Because the other issue here is I have to make sure that I'm still getting cards just so I can make sure I can roll purple's cap, which is, or sorry, pink's cap, which is over 200 troops at this point. It's going to take me at least a little bit of time to take blue out and then shift over there and do that. I won't be surprised to see this player full quit once I hit the cap here. I don't really know what they're waiting for. Like, you've already lost the game. No offense to them. It sounds a little cocky, but I have 758 troops. I'm about to get 70 something more, if not even more than that. This should just be a 100% roll. And I'm going to milk the extra 4 cards here to make sure that I can hit pink. But I won't need a lot to do it. I think pink thinks I need their help. I'm not giving you a card. Roll white. If you roll white, I'll give you a card. Well, or I'll let you come out and I'll eliminate... let you pull your troops out, and I'll take them out for you. They know I rolled blue up here, but I suppose I could just... How much am I... Yeah. Do I want to deal with 3 more turns of this? No. The smart play is to milk these. I don't want to deal with 3 more turns of this. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think I want to do that. So I milk 1 extra card off of this, but this is so annoying. And I don't want to waste your guys' time if I'm being fully transparent here. Like, I'll take the 2 cards. We'll be on 4. We'll get a 5th card off of pink here. Get an extra bonus. Actually, 2 extra bonuses. We're going to get like 90 troops. 80 probably. What is that? And it's extra 10 plus territory. We get 80 something, like 81 or 82. I wonder if he rolled it. So we'll find out, right? Not going to blow it. I suggest you step your troops. If pink wants that, because I feel bad that pink got screwed by white. If they step their troops off cap, if you pull your troops off cap, I will let you have second place. All you got to do is fortify off. I will not eliminate you. Yeah, I got you. Just got to fortify off. If he fortifies off. Oh. No, that's not. Okay, hang on. I think. I don't know how. There it is. That does it. That does it just fine. Good game. My goal here was to give pink second because white capped directly behind them and screwed them over, and they get it. So they've changed the placement rules where because white flagged. Good game, dude. They changed the placement rules. The moment I saw white flag, pink gets second, and that's exactly what we wanted. That is exactly what we wanted. I card blocked them for a while. Feel a little bit bad about that, but they got screwed over by white because white capped directly behind them, and I felt the need to reward them for that. I don't know how white had as many troops as they did, but I guess pink slowed down once they didn't trade in. Double master here. You're a master level player and you're stalling as much as you are. I think that's pretty crazy. I'm not surprised Yellow's a master, but you shouldn't have opened pink up. You shouldn't have opened them up. I was ready to give you second. So easy, man. It really was. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more Risk tomorrow. As always, everybody, I have been C Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.